Love is like a cruel act because you can only ever really possess yourself. That's what makes it one of the most beautiful things you can do, because it's like saying to someone, I will love you with all of the risks that comes with. I will love you at the expense of my own sanity. You can never control how it's given to you. You can only be in control of how you give it. Why would you ever entangle yourself so deeply in something you cannot control? That fear of losing control is often what makes people control the way that they give love in the damaging ways that they do sometimes. He picked up two books, Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo and The Safe Key. In these novels, there are breakups between these women. It is never because of a lack of love as a feeling. It is because of cruelty they have been taught. It is because of the cruelty in how much they feel and how scared they are. In The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo, there was a breakup that lasted a decade. They limited themselves based on a thought of what the person they loved would want. And most of the time they were wrong. And in The Safe Keep, there's so much more emotional depth and connection to their relationship. Obviously, it was nominated for a Booker Prize, hello. And all of the ways that they cause harm to one another. Honestly, the smallest moments are sometimes the worst, because when you are so close to someone, the tiniest thing they do can result in a lot of rupture, right? Because you're so intrinsically close to them, it feels like a thread has been snapped. Intellectually, you can understand it. Emotionally, it can be hard to grapple with. I think the thing about healthy love and love that lasts, if you've gone to therapy, I'm sure a therapist has told you this, the healthiest relationships will trigger you the most. Because in unhealthy, toxic relationships, you're looking at all this BS around it. You're like, they're talking to this person, they're doing this behind my back. It's confrontations about stuff where you're like, how could you do this to me? Whereas in healthier relationships, you actually know each other and you're getting down to behavior. Getting into the minute fabric of what makes somebody who they are. Instead of just looking at the whole, you're looking at the threads, you're looking at the fucking stitching, and it is scary to let someone get that close to you. You have to be willing to look at yourself. You're gonna have to trust that they're not gonna rip it out. These parts of you that you struggle with the most, the person you love the most is going to love you through them. And that is going to be hard to accept. Kindness will feel cruel. The parts of you that you have built upon yourself for survival are going to be things that your partner says, look, you don't need this anymore. And it's only hurting you and it's hurting me. And you're going to have to put something down that you depended on for so long. So love is cruelty. That is a morbid take, and I swear it sounds biased. I was a bit heartbroken, but I actually think it's beautiful. Creation and destruction coexist. If you are spiritual, it's like the Tower card. Love is warm, and it is comforting, and it is natural, and it is not supposed to be something that makes you feel bad. But it is to say that when you look at the fabric of love stories, it does require something of you. Even just feelings alone can make a book feel full of movement. Sometimes that is the plot. The entire plot of the novel, really, for both of these books is, I fell in love. And there's something gorgeous about that.